Today I'm going to teach you how to measure a room. It's simple, front to back, side to side. Go around the furniture, measure the spaces in between the furniture and the next corner, just like it shows you on the diagrams. So let's get started. Put your tape measure all the way up against the baseboard. Draw it all the way across the floor to the other baseboard. Where the baseboard meets the carpet, you're going to write that number down. So this measurement comes out to 118 7/8 inches, which is 9 feet and 10 7/8 inches. But to make it easy to draw this out, we're going to just round it up to 10 feet. Then you're going to measure in the other direction using the same steps. Next, we're going to measure for unusual corners or alcoves, which in my case is the area that you see that has the green wall and the blue wall. Those are the closet door and the door to the room. So I'm going to measure the green wall first. Looks like it's about 56.5, between 56.5, maybe 56 3/4. So I'm just going to round it to 57. Then I'm going to measure the part of the wall where the closet door is. And that looks like that's about 43.5, maybe a 43 1/4. So I'm just going to put 43. The reason why I'm adjusting the amounts is because we're going to be using a little grid. That's what I usually use. And I can't do like 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch on a little grid. So I round up or I round down, and it always works out. Okay, next is going to be the door, the wall where the door is, the door to the room. It's the blue wall. So same method. I'm going to measure from the corner to the corner. And it looks like this is 45 3/4, like on the nose right there. So I would still I would put 45. All right, so next I'm going to measure the space between the wall of the door and the cabinet. You can see a little bit of the cabinet in the corner there. I need to know what that space is because that's potentially available space. So it looks like the space between the wall that the door is on and the cabinet is 37.5. Now I'm going to measure the cabinet. Now in this picture, I've got the tape measure butted up all the way up to the baseboard. So I'm going to pretend that this is a built-in cabinet that can't go anywhere. So this built-in cabinet that I cannot move comes out to 23 inches. So again, for my drawing, for my layout, I would just put 24 because that's just too close to 24. So I would put 24 even though it's really only 23. However, if I'm measuring this because it's a cabinet that I'm going to move, I need to know exactly what it is. So I've got it from the edge of the cabinet to the other edge of the cabinet, and now it's 22.5. So now I'm going to do the same thing for the length of the cabinet. And as you can see, I've got from edge to edge, and it's 73.5 inches. And then I'm going to measure the height from the bottom of the cabinet to the top of the cabinet. And it looks like it's about 41 7/8 inches. So I would just put 42. Write it on your paper in the section where it has dimensions for furniture or storage. And last, we're going to measure the distance between the corner of the wall and the window. But in my case, I am going to do to the molding because if I were to want to put a piece of furniture here, I really am limited to the molding, which is from the wall to the molding is 22 1/4. And actually, I also need to include the baseboard. So I need to account for the baseboard. Even though I'm measuring the middle of the wall and it's 22 1/4 to the wall to the windowsill, there's still that baseboard that's going to count for a piece of furniture that doesn't float in air, but it sits on the floor. So really my usable floor space between The wall and the windowsill is 21 3/4. That is important, so I can't fudge on that one. So once you've finished all your measurements, if you've just written them all down on a piece of paper, now you can plot them out on a diagram. So good luck and try to have fun.